Alrighty, it's my 69th video, guys. I had to toss up between either just talking about sex or releasing my sex tape, so... Okay, we're about to have a mature conversation, so I just want to prelude by saying that if you want to argue with me, go right ahead. I know that there are a lot of people on the internet who hate being argued with and having nasty comments or whatever, but if you feel like I'm wrong or if I've offended you, let me know. If you disagree with someone and you say nothing, then nothing's gonna happen to either one of you, or you thumbs down a video that you don't agree with, nothing happens. You and the person that you're disagreeing with, you both learn nothing, you achieve nothing by that. You need to discuss stuff. So don't be afraid to tell me that I'm wrong and argue with me, because I like to argue. I've done it all my life. What's today's topic? Well, it's about sex, of course. Also romance. Maybe less, of course. Because here's a fun fact no one seems to talk about. Sexual attraction and romantic attraction are two separate things. There is so much to talk about and I don't want this video to go for too long, so I'm just gonna speed right through it. Basically, if you're in a relationship with someone, it's okay for you to find other people sexually attractive. Why? Well, because it's completely improbable that in this world of however billion people that there are, you would only be attracted to one of them. Even statistically speaking, there's someone out there that looks like them, and there's nothing wrong with being attracted to other people. Maybe it's not sexually, maybe it's just visually, you think that they look nice. That's not a problem. Thinking that someone else looks attractive doesn't mean that you're cheating in a relationship. It means that you're looking with your eyes, and you're thinking with your brain. I've had a friend feel totally guilty because she thought another guy was hot, even though she really, really loved the guy that she was with. And I was like, that's so stupid. And the same works for guys as well. They can find other women attractive. Stop having problems with that. The brain works in such mysterious ways that you can't get pissed. You can't get mad at someone for feeling something that they feel. Something that you're sexually or visually attracted to is something that society has embedded in you, and just your life in general has embedded into you, and it's the exact same as sexuality and other things that people just can't change about themselves. As long as your partner isn't going to break your trust by being with someone when you're expecting a monogamous relationship and you've made that pretty clear, then there is no problem with them looking. My mum, who is the most faithful, vanilla, Italian mum ever, she said to me, Sabrina, when you're married, you can look, but you can't touch. I think that goes for any relationship. You're allowed to look, just don't do anything. Unless, because there's always exceptions to everything, you can do stuff if you're in a polygamous or polyamorous relationship. Oh, opening up a whole nother can of worms. Okay, polygamy, polyamory, let's get into it. Alright, so if you've sat down with your partner and you've had a mature adult chat and you're like, yo, I want to have frickle frackle with multiple people. That's the term you use when you're an adult, you say frickle frackle. Look, if you've had that chat and then your partner is like, okay, you may frickle frackle with multiple people, or I'm also gonna frickle frackle with other people. If you've both come to the mutual conclusion that frickle frackling outside of one another is okay, then it's okay. Got to keep in mind though that any person you frickle frackle with has to know that they're not the only one, because otherwise you'll insult and hurt them. Look, you're making things complicated for yourself when you involve more than one person in your general genital areas, but you just gotta make sure that everything is honest and laid out and cash. Just be cash. Look, if it's agreed upon, it's fine, and anyone who's gonna judge you for that, they're not fine. If you're gonna be a bitch to someone because their partner is okay with them doing other stuff and you're like, that's not how a relationship should work, that's not how your relationship works. Other people's relationships, that's their business. Are you involved? No. No, you're not. Is that person trying to frickle frackle with you? Then you tell them hell no, and they can find somebody else who is accepting, okay? It's fine to say no. It's not fine to pass judgment when you really shouldn't. Because sexual attraction and romantic attraction are two different things, and they can still be romantically attracted to and in love with their partner without being completely sexually satisfied by that person. So that's polygamy, and then there's polyamory, which I think is the most difficult to deal with. Polyamory, in case you don't know, is when you feel romantic attraction, you feel love for more than one person. I think that polyamory is lovely. When, like every other thing that's complicated about sex and love, you've discussed it honestly and openly with the person that you're with, or people that you're with. Some people believe in God or gods, some people believe in just Mother Nature and the earth and just protecting that, you know. And I believe that the human heart is capable of loving more than one person. I think that the idea that love is limited, that you can only love so much, is so wrong. I mean, you can talk to a parent, and some parents, you know, have favorite kids, but some love their kids like they love them both the same. It's not even a matter of loving the kids the same. You know, even if you have favorites, you still love your kid. The moment your kid steps into the world, you love them. And that's a maternal or paternal love. And to think that romantic love can't work the same way, I think is very close-minded. I am 100% certain that love can be measured in different ways, and sometimes you love other people more than you love somebody else, and you know, you choose them over it, and that love that you feel for the other person that you've left behind, it's just not enough for you to want to be with them. And I also 100% believe that sometimes you're gonna want to be with more than one person. I mean, relationships are complicated enough without throwing another person in the mix, but sometimes someone might want to like snuggle somebody else, or I don't know, like go on a date. I don't know. I'm trying to talk very generally here because I want to stand up for everybody who feels different things. So I want to go back and say that if none of this applies to you, that's totally fine. If you're like a one person kind of person, if you're that one, you just want the one, that's it, just one, you're cool with just one, that's fine. I'm just saying, don't judge people for wanting more than one. Everyone just needs to be accepting of the fact that there are some things you cannot understand, and you can't judge something that you don't understand. Most of this started because of this. If you don't know what this is, it's Vertigo, which is a magazine, I think made by UTS students. I go to UTS, which is the University of Technology Sydney, in case you don't know. And inside there was like this discussion on like monogamy and whether or not it's dead. And I was like, you know what? Monogamy is just one facet that people seem to be closed-minded about. So, TLDR, monogamy isn't dead. Polyamory is perfectly fine. Polygamy is totally fine. You just need to be completely honest and open in your relationships. Why are these things fine? Because romantic attraction and sexual attraction are very often two completely different things. Sometimes they interconnect, sometimes for just one person, sometimes for multiple people, and sometimes they're just completely separate, and you shouldn't judge people on things that you don't understand. I think I summed everything up super quickly. Oh, be honest. I know I said it already, but I just want to be like super clear. Don't go away from this video thinking, oh, you know what, my girlfriend didn't say that we have to be monogamous, so she's probably cool with it if we're not. Like, no, you straight up, you need to talk. It's just with relationships. Oh man, it's my most passionate thing. If you're in a relationship, communicate. Alright, so what are your opinions? Let me know. Do you disagree? Do you agree? I would love to have a little chat about it down in the comment section. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye!